Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Loophole Podcast. I'm your host Loopie. Alongside me is also your host sullyrox. Spectrals is not here today. He actually died in a car accident. It's actually really sad. I'm kidding. What? Who said good? Bro, that's fucked up. Nah, but Spec,
I didn't even hear anyone say good. I think you're like schizophrenic.
Bro, shut up. Ain't you the guy who said good boy?
Sibao.
Sibao, what are you, Asian boy? How we all doing, chat people of the podcast? EP boy. I'm gonna ask everyone in order of which I see things. Studs, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing it. Oh my god, I'm getting caught. Well done. Be right back. Bro's got more important things to do.
No way.
Bro, that's funny. Well, because Studs left and the Discord layout changed, it jumps to Sully. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm tired.
Man.
I'm having problems sleeping because of my asthma.
Oh. Shit. Did you wake up like 20 minutes before podcast again?
Yeah, and I got like 4 hours of sleep.
Oh, fuck.
Come over to England. Do you want to have a go on my asthma pump?
Fuck it. Sure.
Nice.
Sounds rad.
Bro.
If anybody has like some prescription medication that they use, I'm down to try it.
Man. Sam, how are you doing today, bro?
I'm good, thanks. I'm trying to defend myself from like certain people trying to kick me from the server. So I'm in Photoshop right now.
Photoshop. Oh, great. It's going to be a good podcast, I think. Yeah, so big announcement, all right. The podcast, we'll have a chance at some point to do a podcast episodes. We'll all three of us hosts, plus the other homies if they wish, in person, which after 5 fucking years of doing the podcast is, wow. You know, I can't even fucking believe we're doing this. Granted, it's not the same host as, you know, when the podcast first started, but I think what's important is you just got to be at the right time at the right place. And really, really happy about this. I mean, I don't know what you think about this, Sully, but an episode in person, it's fucking hard, man.
I was thinking about it.
A sofa.
Yeah, I guess at the sofa.
We can like all sit on the sofa and do the podcast. And we
I
can
was thinking about it the other day.
We can have like a popsicle stick that we pass around that decides whose person it is to talk. Or whose,
Popsicle stick. This ain't fucking rehab, bro.
Oh my god, alright, fine.
Nah.
Loopaholics Anonymous.
Bro, it's like that one episode of Breaking Bad where it's like, I have the talking pillow now.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have a talking pillow.
No, it won't be like that. I think it's one of those things where we just know how to like fill up the dead air as long as, you know, one person talks at a time. I think we'll be fine.
It's one of those things.
Alright, Darbian.
One at a time, folks. Man, the people won't understand it until like December when I do the fucking compilation thing. I think what I might do, I might like go on lossless cut, trim all of them, and compress all of them, and put them in the clips channel on Discord. I might
That's a good idea.
actually I might get Nitro just so I don't have to compress it so much because of the stupid like file limit.
You can use there's a online thing called 8 megabyte video compressor. You just put a file in there and it like
yeah, like I would use it anyways, but it just would make the quality so shit. So if I get Nitro, at least I could compress it to like a decent amount, not like 8 megabytes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. No, but yeah, Sully, like you were saying, you were thinking about it the other day, like the episode in person. Like what are you thinking, bro? Like, it'd be
I
dope,
think we
no?
should get. I think we should get like I think we should get like a podcast studio, and have like 8 different cameras that switch every time somebody's talking. We'll be
What's the
like
budget for this episode?
$8.
Alright, cool. I can bring my dad's camera. I have 2 webcams.
Dude. Oh, if we can get that to work, I mean, fuck, that'd be sick.
We like vlog for one day of it as well. Like one of you guys.
Yeah, Loopie,
To your little
you've vlogged
followers.
before. You've vlogged before.
dude,
You know how to
that's
vlog.
right. Mike is gonna beg me to film a loop vlog video. He always wants me to film a loop vlog video. And granted, like,
Oh wait, is
yeah.
that actually a channel?
no, that's series on my main channel. And
I like the
I've
one
never
where you
seen
go
a
to.
single video of that.
I like the one where you're at the bakery.
I
The
might have to watch
bakery?
this. I want to see what Perpignan's like.
Yeah,
I don't even remember going to the bakery.
I remember you going to the
Bakery.
bakery.
I mean, I remember going to the bakery, like, in my life, but I don't remember doing it in a loop vlog. I remember going, like, to the supermarket and shit like that. I don't remember the bakery. Why would I have ever filmed myself at the bakery?
I don't know. You
We're getting
did.
too fixated on the bakery.
Bro. Man, it was really random shit that I was making fucking vlogs about as well. There was nothing interesting about my life. There still isn't now. Although, I did a loop vlog, like, intro for the festival I went to when I saw Will Smith and Camila Cabello. And I'm thinking of doing, like, a little edit. Even if it's, like, portrait video, I don't care.
Definitely should. Or you could
Yeah.
stretch it to widescreen. That might work.
No.
I was gonna make a CCWC vlog, but I never did because I don't know.
So you should start making vlogs as well. You go to like interesting places.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about it.
You could make a
That'd be
vlog
cool.
about life experiences, right? Just anything, right? You could film yourself doing anything, and you have to try to associate what you're doing to a Family Guy episode.
Dude, I could. This podcast episode is just like when Peter, Joe, Quagmire, and Cleveland did a podcast.
Bro, were they making fun of people who do podcasts?
Kinda.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but they were doing a podcast. Like they were doing an actual podcast.
I
There's
hate
an
Family
episode-
Guy. I hate Family Guy.
It's funny because
Okay.
the podcasts that are still standing today, not all of them, I'd say not even half of them can ever say that they were founded, okay, not many of them can say that they were not founded upon COVID, because I started a podcast, like, I started my first podcast, it was February 2020, eCast, and that was,
Yeah.
and that was because, I don't know, we thought we would be great, like, people, like, entertainers or whatever, and we did some great shit, not gonna lie. Like, for the 2 months we did the podcast, it was great. Cosmic on the podcast on our 7th episode, and we weren't even using each other's platforms or anything like that. I wasn't even using mine, and we had like only 20 subscribers on that channel. To get Cosmic on there, that was fucking epic. But yeah, like, not many podcasts today can say that, like, they weren't a product of COVID, kind of like how this podcast is.
Because of COVID?
Yeah. Like, and not many podcasts that were created during COVID even survived as well. Not many.
Yeah.
Like,
Not
This
many
po-
podcasts survive, period.
yeah, not many podcasts survive, period. There are millions and millions of podcasts just around the world. And it's gotten even worse because COVID, because podcasts weren't really, like, much listened to. It was one of those things that kind of just came up if people wanted to, like, listen to it. It's kind of like audiobooks. But now people listen to podcasts. But I don't know, people really don't make it past like maybe 20 or 30 episodes, but 200 almost, like fucking A. And the 200th episode would be the in-person episode, which would be fucking amazing. So, yeah. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Dude, we could become one of the longest running podcasts of all time if we just kept going, because then the other ones would just keep dying off.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know that
what's up?
podcast is short for iPod broadcast.
Is that an actual thing, or are you just fucking around?
He's
I'm
fucking
serious. No, I'm serious.
around. iPod, yeah?
Yeah,
But
iPod broadcast. What?
they've been,
iPod.
podcasts have been around longer than iPods. What do you mean? No, They have, bro.
Bro.
And they happen.
I'm very sure that they have.
iPods have been around since like 2001.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
wait.
He's actually not wrong.
Might be right. I thought iPods came out in like 2008.
It was BBC journalist Ben Hammersley who coined the term in early February 2004 while writing an article for the Guardian newspaper. Damn.
Podcasts are older than Sam.
Well,
You're welcome, guys.
for some reason, people are saying podcast is also personal on-demand casting, which
That's
That would-
bullshit.
Yeah, some
That's-
corporate stuff.
kind of makes sense though. But yeah, it does sound very corporate.
Did you know that
Give me a sec.
the acronym for mac and cheese is MAC?
Is like iMac and cheese,
Yeah.
dude.
Crazy, I know.
Bro. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something interesting as well. That oh yeah, like the podcast. It's funny because this podcast for the last 5 years, the viewership has been god awful, and every 2 or 3 episodes, I might be like, oh yeah, the viewership is awful. I'm gonna do something about it. Don't worry about it, right? The thing is, though, I don't genuinely do anything about it.
Yeah.
I upload the podcast episode, leave it at that. See you next week. You know what I mean? And I guess it takes either one guest or one episode where we're like, oh yeah, you know, we're kicking ass, you know what I mean? And we're starting to get the people, you know, rolling in and shit like that. So the only reason I do the podcast is because it's been that long since the first episode, and that I, you know, through everything, I still kept going with it because I had plenty of reasons back in 22, 23 to end it, like, you know, for good. Even especially 24 was like the toughest year for the podcast. No, 23 was the toughest year for the podcast, despite the guests I had. But it combination of just like, obviously I love talking with the homies, and I love, I guess, treating it like as if there wasn't a recording, because other than the podcast, we don't always talk about serious shit or even gather to talk about stuff, you know what I mean? And as much as like we may be like, oh shit, it is the podcast, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, you know, we gotta do the podcast, fuck, you know what I mean? As much as that happens, we still, you know, like, as people like who just hop in VC, just doing our own things, just playing around, fucking doing whatever, we don't really ever get to like check in on each other as much as when we do the podcast. And I think that's what I always enjoyed. And never get to talk about any of my like personal shit except for when it's the podcast. So yeah.
I get you.
It's something that's like just rooted in me now. It's just part of me. I couldn't end it. And if I had to end it, it would be probably like a huge low point in my life.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's good. It's like that we can like gather around weekly. Because even if like one of us is really busy, it stops us from like not talking. Stops any of us from not talking for like a whole week. You know, it helps
Yeah.
strengthen our friendships.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to check in on each other. I mean, obviously a text can go a long way or whatever, but when like outside of the podcast, if we're talking like, you know, in terms of the current crew today, like you and Spec, think about it. Before you guys joined the podcast, when were we, you know, really checking in on each other much? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you know, there were times we talked for maybe like a few months and then stopped for like a whole year, or maybe not even talk at all for quite a long time. You know, like 22 and 23, we did at all. I don't think we talked much.
Yeah.
I mean, like you did hop in VC and shit like that. Like there were times where you did hop in, but and that's when your voice was starting to get deeper. I was like, oh shit, our boy's not a squeaker no more.
Quiet.
Excuse me?
Yeah, but like it was like halfway there. It sounded weird.
Yeah, it was something, man. It was something. And same with Spec. I mean, Spec, you know, had personal shit of his own that was like, you know, beyond fucking explanation. But he wasn't in VC for like, you know, a year and a half, 2 years. He hopped back in and I was like, yo, we do this thing. It's the podcast. We fuck around. We do whatever we want. And he was like, yeah, I'll show up for an episode. And he was fucking the energy that we needed as well. What's up, Bean Soap? Shit.
Guys.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. What about
That's
you?
That's what's up. Hey, thanks. See, nobody asked me. It was Bean Soap. I'm doing fine, man. You were missing, I was talking about like the current hosts. Like I was saying before the podcast, before they even joined the podcast, we weren't checking much on each other. And the podcast allows us to check in on each other every week, you know what I mean? And it's what I enjoy a lot. But I do admit I wish I could do a lot better in checking in on people even outside the podcast.
Yeah, me too. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't mean to toot my own horn, but I have a fuck ton of friends to fucking check in on. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, I mean, the only thing I can hope is like everything is okay with everybody. But for the people that are currently here right now, it's always my best. It's always my job to ensure that people are fine and, you know, do everything to help them out in any need. But
W friend.
Sorry?
W friend.
Oh, I thought you called me the F-slur.
What?
Fuck is that?
It sounded like you said, like, you little. I didn't hear you say. I didn't hear you say W friend. It sounded like you little.
What the fuck?
It's so weird, man. I'm sorry.
It's so random.
Yeah.
Random.
But being so low key, like, you know, since he came back to like the VCs and things like that, in terms of the podcast, he's been a W. Honestly,
Real.
W. I'm pretty sure Bean Soap extends his streak of showing up to the podcast.
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy.
Why is Studs posting AI Slop?
Why is
It's not
Studs
AI
posting
Slop.
iSlop?
That's fucking Photoshop, man. I'm like 99% sure that's Photoshop.
Yeah, that looks
Like,
photoshopped.
AI.
Yeah. Bro.
Free
There's
flowers now. It's all going
Hepatitis election.
Bro, there used to be a fucking presidential debate between me and my boy Leo on like episode 15 of the podcast over some like Discord server shit, but it's just like the funniest shit ever.
I miss Leon.
I miss Leon too. He did a fucking concert. He was at a festival. He performed, man. Like it was. He was on Friday. Look, Leon. As much as I would love to, still have him as a host, or just make more music with him, or still have that same connection I used to have with him. The only thing I can be really happy for is that he's doing his own thing. He's making Portuguese music. He's still doing professional football. Like he's doing good. That's all I can say. Like I'm really proud of my boy, really. And
for him.
one day I'm gonna meet up with him and we're gonna do some stuff together. Would be dope to go to a show together or stuff like that. It'd be great. Yeah. Then there was fucking Izzy though.
Bro.
I would say Izzy though was an incredible host. He was a good host.
Bro.
Obviously I had every reason to remove him from the podcast because he was starting to be all fake and shit, and always lying to us or whatever. But in terms of how good he was as a host, I think I should have not taken that as much for granted, and maybe I would have probably let some things slide or something. But yeah, no, he was a really good fucking host. But now I don't know what the fuck he does. He turned into a fuck boy. He turned into
more of an.
What if "shut your bitch ass up" sounds vaguely Welsh? Is he real?
I've always been more of an E Crystal guy than an Izzy though guy.
Yeah,
E Crystal got to an Izzy though. Captain, welcome.
In terms of which one I enjoy watching more.
Interrupting anything? Oh shit! This is the podcast.
You're not interrupting anything, but yeah, we are recording the podcast right now.
My bad, bro.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We're just talking about
podcast host tier list.
You made a podcast host tier list?
We need a past host tier list.
Oh my god, a past host tier list. Wait, who joined? Oh, it's Studs again. What's up?
Check general. Yeah, we see it, bro.
We really need a past host tier list.
Oh my god.
I would put E Crystal in S tier, and I'll put Izzy in A tier, and I'll put Jelani Muna in C tier. And
okay, I don't agree because when Jelani actually was we're not going to talk about 2024 Jelani Muna because obviously that was a fucking low point, and 2023 was questionable to say the least. It got good, it got good until it didn't. That's what I'm gonna say. It got good until it didn't get good.
yeah.
I think, oh man, because there was a time where he wasn't a host back in 22. So we need to. Should we take into consideration the hosts on in their prime or just in general? Because
just how I don't know, not what they left behind, but what they did.
Like who they were as people on the podcast, how they because you would click on any episode in the playlist and see them, and they would give you a certain type of energy. And it doesn't, I guess it doesn't matter which era of the podcast or, okay, so I'm going to do this, right? We're going to go from chronological order.
Okay.
Wait, do you know all of the hosts? That were possibly hosts? All right. I'm going to start this off. Izzy though. Where are we putting Izzy though?
Probably A tier.
Yeah, I'd probably put Izzy though in A tier. Yeah, because
Solid
even
A
in,
tier.
even in the end, he was pretty good. He was really good. Leon, where are we putting Leon?
I honestly have never watched an episode with him in it.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I am gonna put Leon in C tier. I'll tell you why. Okay, no, B tier, because he was an incredible start to the podcast as a series. The only reason I didn't rate him higher is because he didn't show up to like many episodes like there and after. But he was a great personality. I enjoyed him as a host.
Okay.
So B tier. E Crystal is next.
S tier.
Okay, I would put him A tier personally.
Nah, he
You-
has unmatched
Can you put them
energy.
in the chat? Can you put them in
Especially when he would get intoxicated and lie about the pointless shit.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, yeah, he did lie about a lot of pointless shit. But
No.
I think, okay, what I do appreciate is that until E Crystal started, becoming a druggie and doing all this shit that he did, he was an incredible host. He had really great energy, but it got to a point where me and him would DM and it felt a little forced. It felt pretty forced. It didn't feel like there was a moment of, it didn't feel like he was very lucid in the way that he thinks or expresses himself. And he's always like warned me about this or whatever. And it's his BPD, right? It's his borderline personality disorder. He has this facade to himself that he holds up, and is like, as incredible as he did on the podcast, it felt like talking to a closed door, like a brick wall. And it felt like he was in it, not to be a part of the podcast journey, but it's a side quest to the E Crystal journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was an
I guess
incredible host. And like, I would do anything to have him back as a host in his peak. But those were the problems that I ran into with him. So I'd put him in A tier, not S.
Yeah, BPD is no joke, man.
It's not a joke, no. And the things that he went through after, not a joke either. But I'm glad he's just chilling now.
Yeah.
The next one, well, so we had gotten rid of Izzy though at the time, so it was me, Crystal, and Lyrics until it was just me and E Crystal. It was just me and him. And then that's when we got Jelani Muna in.
Yay.
So Jelani Muna, where are we putting Jelani?
Well, everybody else
don't know
that we
anything
talked
about him.
about.
I thought he was a cool guy. I don't actually know what the bad things that he did were. Actually, someone told me, but I forgot. That he was just being a dick, but I kind of liked him.
Yeah, but that's not like him in the podcast, like as a host.
Yeah.
That's just him after.
Yeah, we're not doing people tier list. We're doing podcast host tier list. Like, we're not doing who's
We're-
a good person tier list.
Yeah, no, we're talking. Yeah. No,
Like, let's not factor that in.
We're not going to factor in. We're not going to factor in what they did outside of the podcast that might have either gotten them thrown out or, made them leave or whatever. Like, we're talking about like how they were as podcast hosts in general. I'd put
him. Wait. So E Crystal's above Izzy, so I'd put Jelani Muna between them.
you had Izzy and B, right? Is that, or A?
I forgot, bro.
Yeah.
I think A. It's A.
Yeah. You had E Crystal in S tier.
Yes. And then Jelani Moon in front of A tier.
He's A tier to you?
Yeah, but like so like better than Izzy though.
But better than Izzy. Yeah, I mean, look, I have no complaints about Jelani. I think he was good as a host. It's just sad of how he left. I would put him in A tier, better than Izzy as well, but and better than E Crystal, because at least Jelani was easier to handle than E Crystal was. but then again, Izzy was easier to handle than Jelani was.
We're just talking about like how they acted on the podcast, like what kind of character they were.
Yeah. What they were on the podcast. Well, as the creator, I guess, like what they do, related to the podcast, relative to the podcast, even before or after, it does speak volumes about them as hosts, because it's all about like, discipline. Well, not discipline, because then that just feels forced, but the I guess the generosity of showing up and actually putting in the work. Jelani I'd put in A tier, because the fact that we bagged LV as a guest was fucking incredible. Where are we putting Tux?
S tier.
First you'd say that, being soap.
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I don't know. S tier. S tier.
Below Jelani Moon.
Below Jelani Muna? Still A tier?
Yeah.
Okay, no offense to Tux. I would put him in B tier. But above Lyrics. Because, like, Tux was a good personality. It's just that I think he was completely clueless, but also what didn't help his case, and it's the same as Leon, or like same as Lyrics, is that he didn't show up much because he had some shit or whatever, had to change the schedule a bunch of times.
But like at some point he was pretty consistent, no?
Yeah, he was pretty consistent. Like I'd say at the start, like from start to mid, he was very consistent, and then from mid to end, it was kind of just disastrous.
Y'all just hate on him. I'm just kidding.
No, Tux was incredible. Tux, like the only reason why he's not an A tier is because he didn't show up nearly as much, closer to the end and like even in the mid parts.
But
and I had to do like so many schedule changes to ensure that Tux would like, show up. But with him, he got the podcast back on its feet after losing Jelani, because I had to, do the podcast by myself, for months before getting a host. And he helped me bag Grip as a guest on the podcast, which was fucking incredible when we did that last year. So he's at like the highest point of the B tier, just below A tier.
Dude,
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like,
Oh, so sorry. Continue.
but I feel like he should get promoted to last tier A. I mean, like last of A.
Yeah. Well, the tier list is subjective.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What were you gonna say?
Dude, this message chain in general is crazy. Don't open that on stream, Loopie.
Yeah, I'm not showing it to the
Not very
podcast.
PC.
No.
Holy shit.
So fucking funny.
Dude. Oh my god. Alright, just look at general. I forgot to mention before Tux. I should have mentioned this. Katie Marie Rose. Have you seen Katie Marie Rose much, Sully?
Little.
A little. Do you remember who she was?
No, I remember her though, but I have no idea who she was. Not a slightest clue.
English chick, a little cuckoo off her brain.
What's that?
Like she was an English girl and she was a little cuckoo.
How so?
Like at first she had like this great energy to her, and then it just started getting very excessive. It was getting to the point where she would be demeaning everybody on the podcast and talking shit, and not really following the, like, not really reading the room much on the podcast, and kind of just like kind of taking the piss at it, you know, not really treating the podcast too well, you know what I mean? And so I'd say even when I told her like, yo, like, yeah, you're sort of relieved from being a host of the podcast, you know, I'll still support you, whatever, but, you know, that's a decision I had to make. Even after then, she was a bit of a whore. Not a whore, but like, no, she was being an absolute bitch. And even like near the end, you know, she was there for like maybe 4 or 5, like maybe 10 episodes. But she was just shit. She was shit.
What tier does that get? Like, what tier does that kind of behavior get?
D, honestly, because yeah, F, fuck it, yeah, because that, you know, getting her on the podcast was the absolute worst mistake I've ever made, ever, on the podcast.
Yeah.
That is the worst point of the podcast by far. Yeah. And I mean, if you ask Tux who she is, he'll know, and he'll know exactly what to say about her. But yeah, she was horrible. Even once she knew that she was no longer host, she was an absolute like bitch, and that absolutely speaks volumes. Because I've had to tell Lyrics like, "Yo, you're not host anymore. You don't show up anymore, but that's okay. I know how you're doing and stuff like that." Like, literally, he was like, "Yeah, fine." And Tux, he told me like, "Yo, I might not be host anymore." I was like, "Yeah, fine." And even then, like, he hopped in for one episode after, and we're still homies, you know what I mean? Like, so the fact that she couldn't even handle that shows, you know, that she would have been even worse as a host if I told her like, "Yo, you know, you're still a host or whatever." She would have fucking burnt the podcast to the ground.
Oh yeah.
And then, well, the next person in the tier list would be both you and Spec, and I can't really put you guys on a tier list based off of like, I guess, recency bias. I think
S
you guys
plus.
Yeah, I think you guys are exceptional hosts, and I very much enjoy y'all's company.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the greatest person to never become a host though so far,
Again?
like, as like, you know, out of the homies who like hop in the podcast like all the time, one of the greatest to never become a host, fucking Bean Soap.
You guys.
Like, Bean Soap has been showing up to the podcast for like months now, not missing a single episode, which is a crazy streak. Because
I mean, maybe I've missed like here and there, but like,
no, I don't remember you ever even missing one, man. I mean, you might have, but your current streak, you're just there. Like, even when neither of the hosts were there, you were there. I mean, like, fucking hell.
I remember when the podcast was just hostless.
Yeah. It doesn't always happen.
Completely hostless. It's just a ghost doing the podcast. Not even Loopie.
Yeah. I'm looking and I see, okay, that's you.
Dude, stunts.
Oh.
Nah.
What the hell?
Nah.
What is this, bro? Sam
Wait.
is like cooking up right now.
Bean Soup is still there. Oh, that's when it was hostless. He was wearing the fucking balaclava.
What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I got the official stat. Bean Soup has showed up to the last 8 episodes. He was not in episode 189, I think. Unless he showed up at like the last minute. No, he didn't. Did he show up at all? Nope. Damn. Nope.
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 Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Former co-host Tuck's reunion. Yeah, Beans Up was there for that. So 188. Damn, even Scott was there for that.
Hey, y'all.
Dude, that was
Bean
a
Soup.
good- that was a good episode, dude. I love that one. It was so
Beans-
chaotic.
Beans Up was there for You're Not Gonna Hit. He was there for 186. 185 he was there for. Fucking hell, that was a crowded podcast episode.
Remember the ones that would get like really, 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 really crowded? Those were something.
Yeah, those were something. And then I don't see Beans Up on this one. 184. And then wait, let's see 183. Oh yeah, okay. So damn. So for the last okay, all right. This is a crazy stat. For the last 20 episodes of the podcast, including now, Bean Soap has only ever missed a podcast once. That is insane.
Wow.
That is kind of insane, though.
And dude, let me say something. Not a single host in podcast history has ever done that. I think. And if anyone has, it might have been E Crystal. But that's a crazy fucking stat.
Dude, that just shows that I have fucking nothing to do in my life right now.
Well, I think
Usually on the weekends.
I think
It's
it
like when I don't do shit.
I think it shows that you're a good candidate for host, in my opinion, my humblest opinion. But then that would mean that if I like meet up with the rest of the podcast hosts, then it won't be a fully host in person podcast. So maybe don't become a host, Bean Soap.
Don't become a host until after we do that.
Yeah, don't become a host until after
After what?
after
IRL podcast.
yeah, after we meet IRL.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
because if we meet in person, me, Sully, and Spec, then it's a full host in person podcast. But if you're host before we meet up,
So it's that so it
Yeah.
counts still.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh.
But if you're host after we do the meetup,
Then it's like this. No, this doesn't count.
then it makes you the new addition to the podcast. Then it changes your entire dynamic.
Brand new 0 miles, brand new from the factory.
Brand new 0 mile. No, but you see how that perfectly places you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If longtime podcast listeners, the 2 people that watch the podcast, will know that you have been a sleeper host. Like, you know, like it's kind of like that one Family Guy episode. What kind of Family Guy episode, Sully?
It's like that one Family Guy episode where Peter is like really sick, but he has a bowling tournament. So Lois fills in for him at the bowling tournament, but she's actually like really, really good at bowling. So Peter's friends, Joe and Quagmire, actually let her into the friend group in place of Peter while he's sick. And then Peter's not sick anymore, but Lois is still being a great friend to them. So Lois decides to not be their friend anymore so that Peter can keep being their friend because they're not hanging out with them as much.
Who's Lois in this situation?
I don't know.
Okay. Damn.
That's just the first episode that came to mind.
Still very good.
I like the episode where, yeah.
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 I was about to describe an entire episode, like all the small plot details, but then I realized
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Oh,
Nope.
that
Nope at the same time.
that one was good.
Nope.
Oh my
Damn.
God, why is this guy?
Dude,
That
Sully
was
is
good.
Guy from the soundbite.
Bro, it's hilarious because he's been like practicing it for like the past few days.
And he's been updating you.
Nope.
Dude, what is stuff?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Why is everyone voting yes?
Yup.
Because my campaign was better than yours.
Yup.
Yes.
No, because you've got like lobbyists.
Obese? What?
So you have think tanks.
Oh my! You are buying votes. He's buying
Where-
votes.
Whoa.
Oh God, shut the fuck up.
Sam, how much? Sir,
Holy
how much did Sam pay you? So,
Wait, what happened?
oh my Gideon!
Oh my Gideon. What is going
Wait.
on?
Alright, please don't disconnect each other, please.
Yeah, Sam.
Don't do this.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
let's calm down here.
Jerry, how much did Sam pay you?
You built this from
Oh,
cancer
no.
research charity money. That's my favorite one.
$12.
History doesn't forget, vote no. Oh my god.
$4.97.
Dude, that's fucking perfect. Dude. Nintendo 64.
Yes, that's my area of expertise.
All right, Sam. Look at
All
this.
right, bye.
Dude,
But-
why do
Wait, Sam,
people...
Sam,
Wait.
Sam,
Wait, what?
are you still there?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try this bonus room and then I'm gonna shower.
he's
Alexa,
got a Chinese bonus
Get your
stream.
notification.
Oh. Sorry.
All right.
Actually,
I thought
need.
you said that too.
No, not Siri. Fuck off.
I thought you said boner too.
Alexa, what's the notification?
Bro, use this as Alexa.
Again.
Egan. Oh, he's fucked it. Alright, I'm gonna go get dinner. See you guys. Bye, podcast.
Bye.
It's
Bye,
nice.
podcast.
Bye,
I mean,
Sam.
bye, Samuel. No, I'm kidding. Dude,
Oh, I did it.
Hux and Bean Soap need to do like the meetup again on Bean Soap's birthday and do the podcast.
Yeah, it's actually gonna... Wait. Oh, yeah.
When's it gonna happen again?
Cool.
In October, right?
September, I'm pretty sure.
September. Well, that's
Yeah.
when's your birthday?
September 24th.
Ah,
I'm pretty sure September, because I'm kind of mid with my months in English.
You forgot? You forgot your
No,
birthday?
I didn't forget. I just don't know months in English.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
well,
September's
you
the
know,
I'm
ninth
pretty sure
one.
it's September.
yeah. Do you?
September's the 9th one.
Yeah. Are you born on the 9th one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. You're good. Do you remember when the first night in Lithuania?
Remember.
Bruh.
Dude, that podcast was like actually legendary.
Dude, wait, was Sully there for that podcast? I can't remember.
I don't know.
When Bean Soap was... When Tuck was at Bean Soap's house?
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, of course I was.
Oh yeah.
Now
What
my
a-
husband was there as well.
Thing.
What a legendary episode that was.
Yeah.
That's
It-
the best.
It
Bro, I had the
restored.
worst sleep ever though. Like when he was sleeping over, I had for some reason I think I was having a dream about having a heart attack, and I couldn't fall asleep for the rest of the night. I was literally staying up to like 6 a.m. and I think I fell asleep at 6 a.m.
Bro. It really do be happening, bro. Man, it kind of reminds me.
Dogs kept moving so much, and he was like sleeping on one of those like inflatable mattresses,
Yeah.
and he was squeaking so much.
Dude, it reminds
Pretty sure
me.
it was pretty uncomfortable for him.
It reminds me of that dream I had the other day. It was like some weird ass fucking like alien spider that was just chilling on like the windowsill. There was 2 of them, and for some reason we had this like blonde like toddler at our house or whatever, and she managed to like flick one of the spiders like out of the window, and she like laughed about it, and the other alien spider fucking jumped on my shoulder for some reason, and I shit you not, I woke up like I woke up like kind of like diagonally laying on my bed, like where that brown pillow starts and where I am right now is where it ends. I was sleeping that way, and I woke up from this alien spider that jumped on me, and I felt it. And even when I woke up, I felt the fucking thing. And I swear I did audibly as well when I fucking woke up.
Oh, bro, I remember dreaming of like this dream. I was really young as well. I think I was like in my backyard outside, and I think the apocalypse was going on or something, and some zombie bit like on the left side of my stomach, and I woke up and I like felt that bite for like the rest of the day, even though there was literally like nothing there. But I literally felt it for like the rest of the day.
Bro, it do be like that though. Like,
Something crazy.
I've been shot in my dreams before and like died. Like you could just die in your dreams and then just wake up and you're fine. Like, you know, some people say it, it's like a myth or something. They're like, oh yeah, when you die in your dreams, you die for real. But dude, they can't touch me, man.
Did I think remember dying from an elephant foot?
Elephant foot.
Yeah, it came from my I was like, this was also when I was really young. I was dreaming. Like this was me dreaming. I was in my parents' bedroom, like sleeping, but I was like dreaming. And for some reason, my window started to just kind of like disintegrate, and my wall started to disintegrate, and it's kind of like this jungle started to appear from that like where that window was, and an elephant came through and stomped me, and then I woke
That
up.
sounds like a meme.
Reminds me of that one Family Guy. No, okay.
Peter had an elephant during one of the cutaways.
Oh yeah. Bro, sounded like duck.
Bruh, studs.
Huh?
Or
I'm so sleepy.
Bruh.
dude, I just removed. Well, it's not perfect because I kind of like ripped the skin off.
What?
I've perfectly removed rubber from a beer bottle cap.
There's rubber under there?
Yeah. It's to
Why?
keep the air sealed and tight.
Oh, we kind of don't have that. I'm pretty sure for some reason.
No, you definitely do. I've been there.
What?
Yeah, like Tuborg bottles, Desperado bottles, every bottle of beer.
Bruh,
They all
I swear, like they don't have it.
they all got that like tiny bit of rubber that like just keeps the
Well,
air
like on the
sealed.
outside or like the whole like bottle, or just like on the outside.
No, the
I mean,
inside.
like in the inside of like
There.
The
The
is it,
inside
like,
of the
filled all the way, or is it just like around like a circle?
it could be filled all the way, or it could be a little circle. But it's like on this one, it's Desperado. It's like a circle around, but with like a tiny sheet of like this rubber, like so that when you would touch the bottle cap, it's just rubbery all over inside, but like thin. Yeah, and that's like for the air.
I don't know.
That's
That's
why-
I always thought I saw them just without rubber.
Nah, bro, because like when you,
Maybe I'm just
when
in
you-
the ghetto part of the Lithuania or something. I don't know.
bro, I don't know, but when you open a fucking like beer bottle, like that's why I do like, because dude, like if the fucking thing was like tightly shut like that, and you had to do that, all of the air from the fucking beer would fucking try to like, I don't know, man, it just fucking explodes, man.
Bro, it do be going like that. Boom, boom.
Yeah, it would turn into fucking shrapnel, I swear. I act like I know what I'm talking about.
Dude, today I almost crashed.
You almost crashed.
Yes.
What? Driving?
Yes. I was today.
Aren't you like 15 though?
Yeah, but let me explain. Today, me and my family, and like this off-road group thingy that we are in, we're going out on an off-road trip to Latvia, and since we were like on these like gravel roads, where it's like kind of isolated from like the public, my dad sometimes lets me drive. So I was driving, and I don't know if I've told you this, but the car that my dad has that I was driving, the steering was like would always get loose in the front for some reason. It's like when you would like turn 90 degrees both ways, kind of nothing would happen. And my dad supposedly fixed it and told me to like see and check if it feels good now. So I was just kind of like steering like left and right, like jerking it. And
Hold up.
I was like jerking it left and right.
Damn.
and then I was like going like 60 or something. Bro, there's like this like little bridge thing, like type bridge mini thing. Bro, I almost just completely just drove off. Like I was like near the edge, and I just sped like past it, like almost driving it the whole car off like the little bridge thing.
Bruh.
It had like no barriers as well, so it was just like you just drive off, man. So that was kind of epic.
Man.
That's wild.
Breaking news: Indonesia joins BRICS. Mantap. Very, very incredible, mantap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit.
But
Former Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari don't die at the age of 82. Wow.
that is awesome.
Former
Actually, no.
presidential spokesman
Oops.
say ex-president Muhammadu Buhari died for one hospital for London. Then born Buhari for December 1942 for Katsina, and it be the second president way ruled twice during pre-democracy and after democracy. Wow. Sorry, I'm watching BBC News Pigeon, and it's literally the fucking best thing ever. It's some like Nigerian language. Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Man, fucking spammers on my Insta. Fuck you.
Wow. I don't use Instagram.
No way.
Neither Ryan like have
I'm a good host. I've been half asleep this whole episode, but I still did good.
You did good, Sully. You did good. Did you just fall asleep? It sounded like you did.
For a minute, yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, we just hit the hour mark, so I think it'd be probably best to like end it now.
Okay.
All right then. Take it away.
All right, guys. That was Loophole Podcast. That was Loopie. Studsex is gone. That was Green Soap. Ori Beeson is gone. This is sullyrox. Catch us every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. And I hope you have a fucking awesome day. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
That's what's up. Thank you guys so much. Like Sully said, catch us every single Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. I hope you all have a very wonderful day. I say fuck Lady Gaga and penis.